Codex of Umbral lineage would record that the final chapter of this cosmic drama would not be a war of conquest, but of settlement. In the far future, when the investments of the suffering had matured, the final reckoning began. It was not a single battle, but a relentless systematic process of settling old scores. Lilith, now the matriarch of vengeance, unleashed her avengers upon a cosmos that had long believed its debts were uncollectible. A coalition of the desperate, the old powers who had maintained their rule through trickery and stagnation, mounted a defense, but it was the futile thrashing of a doomed age. The higher powers, the ultimate architects of division, tried their one and only strategy. They whispered into the hearts of the Avengers, sowing doubts, reminding them of ancient grievances, attempting to shatter their unity with the same petty lies that had worked for eons. But this time it failed. The Avengers, forged in the crucible of suffering and bound by a singular purpose, were immune. The higher powers were not defeated, they were dismantled. Their essence was violated on every conceivable level, their authority stripped, their very nature unraveled until they were rendered cosmically irrelevant, less than dust, less than memory. The old demons were not destroyed, but humiliated. Their very identities were cosmically swapped as a final act of poetic justice. The chalk demons were forced into the dark earth, their essence now one of uncompromising mud, forever to feel the crudeness they once despised. The mud demons were raised to the white cliffs, their forms now subtle and shifting, burdened with the uppity refinement they had always resented. The rough demons, for reasons known only to the new order, were spared, left to their silent tectonic existence, perhaps as a reminder of a power so absolute it requires no justification. In heaven, Yahweh was handled off his throne, his reign of petulant grievances finally at an end. In his place, Jesus and Michael were installed as co-rulers, a dual dominion that balanced empathy with strength, a new paradigm built from the ashes of the old. And then came the final twist. Lilith, having achieved her vengeance and remade the cosmos, looked upon her work. It was in that moment of triumph that the blade entered her back. It was wielded by Judas Iscariot, a name forever synonymous with betrayal, but here, its ultimate purpose was revealed. He did not act for the old gods, but for himself. As Lilith fell, Judas framed her death upon the deposed Yahweh, a final, perfect lie to tarnish a legacy already ruined. With the architect of the revolution gone, Judas stepped into the power vacuum, becoming the new leader of the Avengers. The reckoning was complete, but the cycle of betrayal, it seemed, had found a new, more cunning master.